Welcome to the Loosened Captives channel, where we discuss everything having to do with inner healing and deliverance. Today, I want to talk to you about becoming free from spiritual timing devices and taxation. Are there cycles of time in your life where you experience attacks in certain areas? Do you say, "Why are bad things always happening to me?" This could be because the enemy has placed timing devices into your ordained timeline, God-ordained timeline. These timing devices are designed to go off like time bombs at certain months or years to skew your destiny. These cycles of negative events have their root in generational iniquity and sin. Therefore, it's imperative that a person clean up their generational line. These devices are placed in the generational line. These negative chains of events or cycles are like taxation or a bondage upon the family line. This taxation can be in the form of a tax upon your money, your health, death, stagnation, etc. In order to effectively get rid of these timing devices, you must 1. Identify when in the family line or an individual's life these timing devices started to happen. You must repent for the sins and iniquities that allow these devices to be placed upon the family line. Ask the Father that the hellish frequency that empowers the timing devices be shortened. When you shorten the frequencies, it cannot reach you. Then step into the court of covenants. That is where your covenant with the Father in heaven is. Find out if there are any or where there are the timing devices encroaching upon your covenants with the Father and heaven. Where in the timeline are they located? Request to see your covenant scrolls, which show where there are these time devices set against you. Repent for the sins and iniquities that caused these devices to be set up in the first place. Wait for the judge's verdict. Thank the court and exit. Number 7, take the paperwork to the small claims court and ask that wisdom and counsel be present. By the way, these are real entities. This court is unlike the small claims court on earth. This heavenly court is called by this name because it is justification for the Father's claim upon us. 8, repent if the court points out something else that needs to be repented of. 9, request that your timelines be claimed back into covenant with the Father. Claim that your life is in covenant with the Father in heaven and that you are forgiven. Claim that your times and seasons no longer have any of those constraints and that they are fully redeemed in the name of Jesus. 10. Request that those timing devices be placed upon the enemy's life. Claim the redemption of whatever the court indicates. 11. Ask that the angels destroy old timing devices that were deactivated because of your repentance in Jesus' mighty name. Wait for the verdict, thank the court, and exit. Now, the court will then give you claim tickets to be redeemed at the Redemption Center. This is for a covenant renewal of the original design. Here, you can claim everything that was lost because of those encroachments into your timeline. Another reason for taxation is because a nation's principality demands it of its citizens. As I mentioned before, taxation can be in the form of financial oppression, sickness, death, misfortune, etc. Now, the following are the steps to get rid of taxation. Request of the Father access to the court of cancellations. Repent for coming into agreement with taxation by this national entity. Repent for any trade made in the soil of that nation or in preparation to visit that nation. Forgive those whose agreement and profane worship caused the imposition of this tax upon you. Request the cancellation of all covenants and covenants hidden within contracts that you may have intentionally or unintentionally agreed to by visiting that nation. Request a release from all taxation for you and your generations. Request the cancellation of all ungodly trade and claims of ownership upon your life. Wait for the judge's verdict, thank the court, and exit. Then request access to the court of reclamation and ask the court, what you should claim back that was lost. Request the restoration of all that the court advises you. Thank the court and exit. If you want more details about the courts of heaven and their protocol, visit the shop area of looseningcaptivesblog.com. I will post it underneath this video. On this website, you can also schedule an advocacy session with me during which we can address any accusation, false verdict, lingering human spirits, curses, demonic oppression, sickness, and other issues that may be impacting you and your family. And we seek the resolution in the courts of heaven. Now, if you're watching this video but you're not saved, if the Lord Jesus Christ is not your Lord and Savior and you would like to receive him as such, say this prayer out loud after me. Lord Jesus, I am a sinner in need of a Savior. Would you forgive me of my sins and wash them away with your precious blood that you shed on Calvary to pay the penalty for my sins? I believe that you are the Son of God and that you died and resurrected on the third day. Come into my heart now and be my Lord and my Savior. With your help, I will live for you until you call me home. In your name I pray. Thank you, Lord Jesus. If you pray that prayer, welcome to the family of God. Start reading your Bible and ask the Lord Jesus Christ to provide for you a good church where you can grow in the things of God. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye-bye.